Stop looking for the love that you wanted from your parents and your partner. Stop. Stop. And it's that simple, yet it's not that simple. It's so simple to say it, you know what I'm saying? But of course, everything is easier said than done. But once you are aware of it, it is that simple to stop. I grew up insecure. I grew up seeking outside validation, and I grew up very shy and timid and kind of always feeling like I never really fit in, like I'm the last child of 5. And the age gaps between me and my siblings, it's like the oldest 2 are a year apart. Then the second to the third one is like 2 years apart. And the third one to the fourth one is 1 year apart. And then the fourth one, he didn't live with us. So it's kind of like me, who is 4 years from this one, you know, but, you know, cool to him. We're like 2 years apart as well, you know, but I never really felt like I fit in. So I didn't really understand what it was like to feel like I belonged somewhere. So I would force myself in certain relationships, even if I knew it wasn't gonna work, even if I knew like we were complete opposites in the most negative way. Like even if I feel like I'm a more upbeat, positive person and they're more of a Debbie Downer, like I would still force it because I just wanted to belong somewhere. And I was insecure. So I never really felt like I was enough, and I didn't really feel pretty. So like if a man would be overly lustful with me, I just confused it with love because I felt like my parents didn't view me in a certain way because they didn't compliment me all the time. So when I'm seeing a man throwing himself at me with like so many compliments and just love bombing me, I'm feeling like, oh, this is love. This is what I wanted. And I would cling on to them. And shit, it was one point where I get somebody, they'll love bomb me. And I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? They give me all the love and attention that I need. They helping me regulate my emotions. They're helping me understand myself and my thoughts to a point where I'm like, they only been doing that. They only been knowing me for a month and you've been knowing me my whole life. And you know what I'm saying? So now I'm kind of being a little distant to the people that genuinely care for me and genuinely there for me, because I didn't understand that what I was looking for was parents out of my relations. I was looking for a father figure. I was looking for a man that could help me give the love that my mom lacked, or, you know what I'm saying, a certain area that my parents lacked in our relationship. I seeked that in a man, and I failed tremendously every single time because that's not what a relationship is for. A partnership is not to completely erase history and men child to parent. Child to parent is supposed to men child to parent, not partner to partner. It makes no sense. Like, what can they genuinely do that can help me from this standpoint? And honestly, it comes to a point where it's like they may have made mistakes and they may have fell short as parents, but they did the best that they can. And what are you going to own and fix on your end? Like, yeah, they could have gave me more compliments. They could have affirmed me more. But at the same time, like, I could give myself compliments and I can affirm myself and I can inform myself and make sure that I know that I'm beautiful. So I'm not seeking it from somebody who don't give a fuck about me and just want to fuck. I can reassure myself that I am loved and I am cared for without me feeling like I need it from somebody else outside of me. You know, like, I can validate myself. I can love myself. I can buy myself flowers before I need somebody outside of me to buy me flowers. I could feel highly about myself without feeling like I need somebody outside of myself to feel highly about me. I wanted my parents to feel highly about me. I used to get good grades just so they could say good job. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wanted that outside validation so fucking bad when all I had to tell myself was good job. Now, it may not be from the people who I wanted it to be, but aren't I a person? Aren't I important? Don't my words mean something? They absolutely do. Don't my relationship with myself mean something? It absolutely does. So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, in regard to this video, nobody's perfect. So there's moments that your parents fell short. Feel like they could have loved you more. They could have expressed more love. They could have been there. They could have cared for you. They could have communicated. Whatever the fuck you feel like it is, that's what it is. Right? But understand that a relationship with a man or a woman romantically is not going to mend that child to parent relationship, because that relationship didn't mess up that relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it can never mend it. What happened from child to parent is what happened with child to parent, and that's what y'all need to mend. But also, you need to mend the relationship from child to adult with yourself. And you have to take ownership now that you are adult, now that you are older. Like, okay, like I said, I was insecure. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel loved a lot of times, and I didn't feel like I belonged. It's my duty to make sure I feel confident and loved and that I belong. It's my duty to do that for myself. I can't look for somebody outside of me to make me feel like that. I have to feel like that within myself first. And I'm a mirror. So if I'm constantly seeking that from other people, I'm going to attract people who also seek that. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to me fulfilling that within myself, I'm gonna attract people who also fulfill that within themselves and are whole with themselves. And I'm gonna attract, whole people. And now it's two whole people in a relationship opposed to two half-filled cups getting into a relationship. It just make one full cup. If I'm whole and he's whole, these are two full cups. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not asking something outside of him. You get what I'm saying? Because he cannot provide that. He's not my parent. He's not my father. He's not my mother. He can never fulfill that hole, that void. And it comes to a certain point that only your parents can do so much to fill that void. Then it's on you. You have to fill that void within yourself. You have to correct and mend and cry and understand why you keep feeling alone. Why do you keep chasing a certain group of men or women? And why do you keep accepting certain things? Why do you still feel like you don't belong? Why do you still feel like an outsider? Why are you still struggling with your self-image? I get it. You went through this as a childhood. Maybe your parents did this. Maybe you got bullied. But what are you going to do about it now? Nobody outside of yourself can fix this, mend this, or help this but you. Granted, therapist is great, needed and necessary. But what are you going to do for you? When you're all alone, what are you going to do? That's your job. That's your duty. It's not your man's. It's not your woman. It's not your wife. It's not your son. It's not your mom. It's not your dad. It's you. So stop looking for love in your partner that you craved as you craved as a child from your parent, and look for that love within yourself. Again, stop looking for that parent love, that void that's in your heart from your partner, and look within, because you have all the answers. Your parents, they play a role, absolutely. And to a certain extent, on their behalf, they can help fill that void. But the rest is on you, not your partner, but you. So what are you going to do about it?